So here's something that I noticed. The people who are the most against how our government is treating its own populace seem to be the ones that are pushing for guns to be made illegal the most. Those guns, those firearms, are our only defense now against a corrupt government and corrupt police force. We have taken politics to the point that the American public cannot do anything to protect itself from its government, just short of civil war. Am I promoting civil war? Well, yes, I am. But the key word there is civil. If we, the people, band together and fight for our rights to destroy this political jargon that prevents an honest man from having an honest day in court, forces an honest man to have to lie, forces an honest man to have to break the law. Well, I tell you what, those of you whining to the government asking them for help, they're not going to help you. You're their meal ticket. You're the ticket to Donald Trump's next offshore account. For me, having to threaten people to try to force a court date, after hundreds of people threatened my life and threatened to harm my family and my friends, threatened to kill them, and then the term mentally ill drops in, and it's okay to do whatever the hell you want to me. What I have to say doesn't matter. The evidence I have to show doesn't matter. And you idiots want to take guns away from the people who stand up to the government. The homeless people get fucked more than any of the rest of y'all. And guess what? They're the least armed cross-section of our population. They're also the ones who have been through the most at the hands of the United States government. Most of the homeless grew up in foster care system. Most of the prisons are filled with people who grew up in the foster care system. The jails too. Those of us who grew up in foster care are the largest cross-section of the homeless population, the largest cross-section of the prison populations, the largest cross-section of the jail populations. We're the people that don't matter. We're the people that are easiest to victimize. We're the people who don't have the money for bail. So, without the money for bail, that allows them two things. Number one, it shows them that you have nobody in your corner who has enough money to help you out. Which means, number two, they can railroad you and there's nothing you can do. You don't have access to your evidence. You don't have access to using the telephone, so you can't even coordinate with people who might be able to help. And they say, oh no, we're doing what we're supposed to. You have access to the phone. It's right there on the wall. Well, that's not true. I don't have access to the phone because I have no money on my books because I'm broke. And that right there is how you get railroaded for being broke, for having nobody in your corner. I shouldn't have had to break the law to defend myself. The fact is, the police turned a blind eye to everyone who contacted them about the abuse that I was enduring. And because I don't have the ability to do these things on the internet, believe me, I've tried, or don't believe me, it don't matter. Whether you believe me or not, it doesn't detract from the fact that it still happened. Now, what your opinion does matter on is how you treat me. When you are lied to repeatedly, yeah, I'm not going to be happy about having my life destroyed by those lies, by that slander. And I'm definitely not going to be okay with you punishing me from the one side that you got to see. I've done everything that I can to try to show everybody what is actually fucking going on. But the thing is, the Bollingers and their cronies as well as the media and a lot of really fake media just for entertainment, like Mike Boudet and Sword Scale. Yeah, that right there is not an actual news source. The things that they pulled are illegal and immoral. But because they did that across jurisdictional lines, there's not a goddamn thing I can do about it. Is that messed up or what? These people can harass me and threaten me across jurisdictional lines, and I can't make a report unless I have the money to go to those places. Meanwhile, the people who slandered my name got to have a court date without me, after I had been trying for months to show the police what the Bollingers were doing to me, what their friends were doing to me. And every officer I spoke with turned a blind eye. Every person who said that they would help turned a blind eye and made it all about them. Every single one of them. And then they have the balls to call me selfish. Like hell I am. I stood up for your rights, unlike you little bitches.